How about play someone where we'll have fun so I don't potentially do good as Belgium and then just get you going you don't want to continue?
What's this? No, I'm not thinking about whatever you do. I'm thinking about more so the game is over.
Hmm. I'm isolationist Belgium.
Maybe I'll just use the United States. Just something that I don't want to like get frustrated with.
I will say they've improved the war system one bit, and that bit was when they just made it so if you what was it? It was something like they've made it so if you like conquer the whole enemy state, then their land will just like the war just stops.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It doesn't make you like take down losing money or some shit.
yeah. It's like anything they do though is I feel like it's just a band-aid solution to like they're gonna I feel like they have to make the system truly great and the game truly great, they have to redo the system from scratch. So anything that they're doing to try and fix these issues is just going to be temporary in the long run. I enjoy some elements of Victoria 3, but it's just like when you run into like those parts of the game that are so bad, it's just like the warfare system and such. Like when you have to use it, it's like you're kind of screwed and you just don't want to play. Here we go. I just need to defend a couple times to whittle down their troop numbers and organization. Probably could have waited until my army was a bit more built up before I did this. Look at how, oh my god, the one thing that annoys me with this army system is how slow the units move when they don't have the road.
Hmm.
It's so arbitrary. You can't build the road. It's just placed on the map. You can't do anything about it. If a tribal nation has like a little bit of the road, just like it's like you can't choose to colonize it first because you can only choose to colonize the whole state, and it's completely random which state's gonna, or which like part of it's gonna start colonizing first. What is this front name? Nebraska New York front. It's nowhere near New York. It's in the Midwest. I'm advancing. Oh, but then the shitty system where the armies have to move about the front line means that all of the armies have abandoned the front line and they're gonna start pushing anytime. Oh my god. My god,
But
this is
then
absolutely right now. I'm sorry. I need to interrupt because this is just terrible. I have to wait for this army to go all the way around all of these tribal nations very very slowly because there's no road connections, all because the front had shifted like forward a bit.
that's hilarious.
And guess what? Now Mexico has pushed because the armies had to move. Mexico has pushed into Texas, and now the army has to go all the way back the way it came because the
Go back
shifters
from
front,
once you
the
came.
front has shifted again. It's shifted again. This is why I didn't want to play this game.
What, just because you have to watch someone slowly move?
Well,
It's
yeah,
not
but
that deep.
it's not just watching them. It's being helpless to do anything because you have to wait for them to get there. It's like they're not actually connected when they're moving to another position on the front. They're not actually connected to that front, so they count as not actually being there to actually be able to like help in battles and stuff. It's actually hot garbage. This system. It's oh my god. And now they're just taking another state. Like, what can I do about this? I can't do anything. All the
Man's
armies are
losing to
moving
peasants.
to. between the.
Wait, did they do the thing where they just teleported all the way back home, so you couldn't even just tell
No,
them to turn
no.
back around?
So when the front shifts, so like if you take a state, for example, sometimes the place that they sit, like their army sits on the front, changes, and the game decides, okay, well this army has to move to the other side of the front. So they decide to try to use the roads to get there, but because there's no road connections, because this is all like tribal nations and stuff, it takes forever for them to get there, and as soon as they leave the front to automatically do that, they don't count as being on the front, so they can't defend it. So that just leaves, like, what, one army or something to just sit there and try and defend. And it's completely automated. It's not like they're moving to another front, they're just moving to another position on the front that they're already assigned to.
That is low-key kind of funny.
It's
Low-key.
who tested this and gave it a pass? That's my question. Because I've just lost, because I gained Colorado, it shifted my front, and I've lost 2 states now because of it.
Yeah, but it's not the end of the world.
It's not, but it's stupid. It's so stupid. And I can't do anything about it. Because it's the stupid army system. For some reason, them being assigned to the front doesn't mean anything, and they can just decide arbitrarily to decide to move to another part of the front that they're assigned to. Oh my god, it's happening again. Please don't. Oh my god. If I take Texas, it's going to decide to move the front again. I guarantee it. It literally takes, I think it takes literally a year for them to get to the part of the front that they want to get to as well. Every time they want to move. Which is insane.
Their ideals.
Got Texas back, and guess what it did? It's decided to move all the armies again. What is this system, honestly? Proposing white piece. Off. I'm in too deep. It's not like this is gonna not happen next time anyway. Just have to push through it. Push through the mechanics. This broken up game. Why do they insist upon this system?
Love how happy you were for Victoria just for it to be this.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know, I wanted to record a video on it, so it's like, you know.
Oh, I was meaning before the game released.
Oh, you mean before the game released? Yeah, no, absolutely. Probably one of the most disappointing things in gaming for me. Victoria 2 was such a good game, and I loved it. And for this to be considered a sequel to that game is kind of depressing. Oh great, my armies are moving again. Oh, please.
I mean, all of them are dead than you. They spent more money.
Yeah, they have, but it's like I can't push them if the armies are going to constantly abandon the front every time they push forward. And then they just take the land back while the armies are moving. It's so sad. It's going to take 2.5 months for my armies to get there. And by that time, they will have taken the state back. Most definitely. And then the line will shift again and they'll have to go all the way back again. Only to push again and then have the exact same thing happen over and over and over again. Oh my god. Now the front has split. Wow. They just took back all the states that I'd taken from them. All that effort completely wasted.
Wouldn't it make more sense to just hold the two northern lines and just push through like Texas non-stop?
No, they are. This is one front line. It's not multiple. I literally have no other option. It's all one front line. They're not moving between front lines. They're moving to different points on the one front line. They're already assigned to the front line.
Oh wait, so it's all one line but split between three things.
Yeah. And every time they
Split.
push, they have to decide, oh, I'm going to move to the other side of the front. So they decide to go all the way
Why don't
around
you
Great CX
just
Nation.
right click and target like states?
That doesn't do anything because they have to get
More
onto the
than
position that they want to push. I've had Texas designated for ages. Well, actually, let's remove that because I took it. But yeah, it didn't change anything. It doesn't do that because the game arbitrarily decides where the armies are going to be placed on the front line. Oh,
glad
great.
that's sorted.
So wait, the army that was in the center section of the front line teleported to the one that's like to the far left, right? And then
Yeah,
decided that it wants to go and move from that point all the way down to Texas. At least it's screwing over the Mexicans this time, though. Because now the Mexicans have abandoned the front line as well. Sometimes I seriously wonder who could create such a dastardly system.
Feels like they're also just too like proud to be like, yeah, this was bad, we'll fix it. Instead it was like,
Yeah.
no, it is good. What you want about?
No. Our concepts of war. We must follow the concepts of war.
There's never been a better concept of war. Don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
The funny thing is, you can't even tell, like, because they was talking about, oh, it's like you're supposed to, warfare is supposed to be noticed, like you're supposed to notice the cost of it and all that. But it's like you don't really notice the like. I don't feel like my country's losing men when when I'm fighting
That's
wars.
what I was meaning is compared to
Like, it doesn't
like
feel like
Vic
it's affecting
2,
my
I don't
economy as
feel
much as it should.
does anything.
Yeah.
In Vic 2, you could see the people dying and the economy only going slow again and not much happening. In Vic 3, I feel like what the fuck is actually happening?
Yeah.
Also, what the why
And then they
is
were like talking
why is
about
not someone here?
they're talking about before the game. It's like you should be able to achieve before the game came out. They said you should be able to achieve, like your goals without actually going to war and stuff like that. And
You
then
can't.
they yeah then they implemented a system where you can't literally do that. It's stupid
Like, you
because
couldn't go to a nation
every
post
war
taking
turns
land
into
by
World
buying
War
it.
One. Like,
So I could get it if I was allowed to pay for, like, try to do a deal to get land or something, but you
yeah.
can't.
Oh wow! Now my army's being teleported all the way back to the oh. You know, at this point, because of how long this war's going on for, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna be bankrupt, pretty much. So that's the real cost of war. Basically, screw up the warfare system so it takes like literal 3 years to complete a war that should have only taken about 1 year, and then screw over your entire income and make you go bankrupt. That's the cost of war. Honestly, like, if you can't do something as simple as the Mexican American War or something, it's like you failed as a game. You failed as a game if you can't do you can't do this properly. You'd think, like, even with this system, this problem wouldn't be happening, as like if there was no like if you just assigned an army to a front and it didn't have to like move to the side of the front like a specific side of the front for no reason. Because I don't think there's any reason that they have to actually move there, because they can attack any
It's just
state
offer you
on
a
the front. It's just nonsense. But it's like,
Mexico not offered you a peace deal though.
no. Well, they've offered me white peace multiple times, but it's like I've already spent all my infamy and stuff to get war goals and all that. So why would I accept a white peace? And second of all, like, if I tried to go to war with them again, this will happen again anyway. So it's like I may as well get it over and done with, right? Should absolutely be winning this war, because every time my troops are there, I am, but they aren't always there because the system. I might have this. I think they've abandoned the front line, and I think I can get it. Yeah. My army teleported back again, but the other they literally have no armies at their front line, so my other two smaller armies are still doing the work. The fact that this teleporting glitch was like supposed to have been fixed in one of the earlier patches, like back when the game released, then got broke again, and then was refixed again, and then broke again, like, really just goes to show how this system is. Well, this is looking better. But man, did it take me like, what, almost 3 years to fix this problem? Or to actually get past it? Not really fix it, it's not like I've done anything. But, you know.
Can't argue, it's like you're gonna take the whole of Mexico as a protectorate, so...
I wouldn't be like $8.4 million in debt if this problem wasn't there, though.
See, if it was, though, like me trying to take somewhere as simple as the Netherlands and it was doing what yours has doing and taking this long, that'd just be like this game completely. At least you are getting the whole of Mexico as a protectorate and some of their states as your own.
Yeah, that's true.
So
but I mean, even if I didn't ask for them as a protectorate, if I were just doing this like historically, like pure historical, and I was just taking the historical regions, I would still have the same issue. So. Oh my god, it's happening again, please. Why are you moving? Why did you teleport? It's even worse now because... I legitimately think this is going to bankrupt me, and then I'm not going to want to play. Mexico is defaulting. Well, at least they're defaulting. I've still got like well over half my credits, so like I could be conquering other nations. I could have been conquering other nations by now, or doing anything else. But I'm stuck here with this broken mess. Oh, wait. Oh, that's just a visual glitch. I do have the territory there. It's just not showing my flag over it for whatever reason. I didn't think this game would be in such a state so long after its release.
This is what they believe is good. So technically, it's not in any state.
Man, EU5 is gonna kill this game for me. If EU5 is any good.
Especially since they've upped EU5 to be more like this with economy and like population.
It literally is a replacement.
It is literally what we wanted.
It's what Victoria 3 should have been.
I'll say this probably will be the end of the game if I lose.
You know, I kind of would be happy if that happened.
Lol.
I won't have to play Vicky 3 anymore, yay! Why is, like, sometimes you designate an objective for them to follow, and they just do not... They do everything around it, I don't know why. Like, they are right on Mexico state. And I've got that designated, but they're deciding to go for Veracruz first. And finally, peace. Wow.